I'm going to do a quick video today on the notorious click no start that happens on 3000 GTs and Dodge Stealths, maybe the other the DSMs as well. I'm not too sure about if the Eclipse or the Talons have that problem, but I know it's a big problem on the 3000 GTs as they get older. You to go to turn your key and then nothing, like absolutely nothing, or you'll turn your key and all you do is just like a click and then that's it. And you'll check like your battery will be fine and your starter will be fine, everything will be fine, but your car still won't even crank. I suppose these are some of the notorious things that cause it and the things to check for if you have that problem. I tried to set this all up beforehand, but whatever. Alright, so if you go to turn your car, you don't get anything. The first thing you should check, of course, is your fuses. Some of the two fuses that are notorious for going out on the 3000 GTs and the Dodge Stealths are the ECI fuse, which is going to be this one right here, that 20 fuse. There we go. And it'll also be labeled on your fusible link or your junction box. We'll also say that as well. So you should check that, make sure that's good. If that's good, your battery is strong, has 12 volts and higher on it, and your starter for sure is good. Go into your car and check your engine fuse. Right here, it's going to be in the driver's side lower kick panel. Take that off. Right here, make sure that that fuse is good and not blown. So, if you check those and you're still not getting the start, and you have a first gen, one thing that you should always check for the first gens especially is the ECU. After a while, let me get this off. Your capacitors will start to leak. You want to check this one, and this big little bugger right here. Those are the ones you should check. 1, 2, 3. And check around your board where they're at as well to make sure they're not leaking. Make sure your board looks good. Take it off of the holder. 4 screws should hold it down, and look on the back side of this to make sure that that is clean. There's no burnt spots, there's no obvious problems, obvious leaking. If you do, you're gonna have to have it rebuilt, and that usually costs $100 and some odd dollars from a reputable place. I think 3SX may rebuild them, don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. Ninja Performance may also do it too, I'm not sure. Okay, so if you checked your ECU and your ECU is good, still you're getting nothing, check your ignition switch. Everyone passes by the ignition switch. I don't know why, but just check the damn ignition switch. It's going to be right here. It's going to be underneath. You have your wheel. Let's see if I can put this up. Ugh, okay. It's going to be on the left side. It's right there, so you can get a better view of it. A lot of times the screw on the back here will back itself out and it will become loose. So check to make sure it's tight, first and foremost. But usually they run about $27. I can get the part number off of Rock Auto. You can get them relatively cheap. I definitely wouldn't cheap out on that. I would just replace the damn thing and call it a day. And you can easily get to this. If you're a man, you'll probably have to take the little kick panel down because your hands will be too big to get up in there. And just use a screwdriver and take it out. Alright, so say you checked your ignition switch and it's good, or you placed your ignition switch and you're still not getting anything. What else do you do? I'm going to tell you. Another problem, I should just do it while I'm in here. On these cars, after about 10, 15, 20 years, the factory alarm starts to go bad and it causes all types of problems. Just take it out. There'll be a fuse right here. That's for the factory alarm. Unplug that bitch. Take that thing out. The wiring harness to it is right here. So it's like black and green wires to the factory alarm. It's going to be on the right hand side by your leg. Take it out. And I usually also go the extra mile, and I go back to the fuse panel up here, and I took out the fuse for the anti-theft and the relay for the anti-theft as well, which is up over here to your left. Let's see if I can show you. Let's see, I already took it out. It would be right there. Okay. So, another thing you need to do to check for a no start, like the click no start, is, or it's click no crank I should say, is your neutral safety switch. Please bear in mind though that if you unplug this for the clutch, your car will start without the clutch engaged. So it means if it's in gear or anything, it can jerk forward, it can cause all type of safety issues. But this is just a quick preliminary check that you can do. It's quick and cheap and dirty. All you have to do is just unplug the damn thing. It'll be the lower switch that's off of the clutch. The higher switch is for the cruise control, so don't worry about that. So you can usually just unplug it real quick, engage your clutch, and then see if your car starts. If it starts, then bam, that's your problem, replace it. But if you've done that and it still doesn't want to turn over or even get the click. Okay. Something else that you can check. Sorry for the mess in my car. I just got finished rebuilding this whole entire motor. I went as much as my budget would allow, and I just went whatever, crazy on it. Okay, still got a lot to clean up on the car. Alright, so we're back here. You probably would have noticed in the fuse panel I have this little wire setup over here. This is for the starter relay. A lot of times the wire underneath here will either go bad or the connection will go, it starts problems. So what you can do to try to diagnose that real quick is jump these two right here. So that should be pin 30 of power, and that should be, I think, 87A, if I'm correct, or 86A. If it was a standard for relay pin. I'm sure that somebody in the comments section will correct me on that. I forgot. But yeah, you can do that. Go back in your car, try to crank it over. If it turns over, you got a problem in here somewhere. You can take a power probe or home meter, and then start checking for either like see if you got continuity or open like a circuit break. I'm really bad at explaining things. I'm sorry. See if you have power over here in pin 30. See if your ground is alright. You can just check your wires. If I remember correctly, the colors for those wires on the other end should be black and yellow. I think there should be 3 wires that are black and blue yellow. And another one that is, oh boy, it's been a while. Let's see if I can get underneath here. Give me a second. See if I can see. Black and yellow. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and a green. There should be like a green wire. I can't get the phone underneath there to show. But you can trace those back and see where you're breaking your wires at. One of your wires, some of the black and yellow ones I believe are going to come underneath your wheel well and go into the inside of the compartment, the car compartment, whatever you call it. You can trace that back. I think one goes to the MFI relay and another one, see if I remember, go to your ignition switch and so on. The wiring schematics are on 3SX if you need to find it. 3SI, sorry. And Stealth 316 would also, I believe, I think he still has the wiring schematics and the walkthrough for that relay mod. So you can also go on there. Great site to help you, all types of useful information on there. I think Supercar Engineering also still has this click starter mod up, which is what I'm going to go to next. So if you do that and your car still doesn't want to, you get no click, you just want to crank, you can do the click starter mod, which is a relay that you run in between your starter solenoid switch, which I kind of prepared down here so you can see it. This will be underneath your intake box. If you still have the stock set up, you have like the intake bubble. Take off the air filter, the intake bubble, and you'll be able to see it. In the mass airflow sensor, you'll be able to see this little wire. It will be connected. Sorry, be connected like that. But the red and black side goes to your starter, and the other side. My hands are in the way. Well, anyway, the other side was going to go to your ignition switch. So, if you have that problem, get a standard 4-pin relay from AutoZone, Walmart, Napa, Jindens, whatever you have in your local area. Usually, see if I remember correctly, 30 should be power, 85 ground, and then you have like 87 and 86. Yep. And that's where your little electromagnet switch is going to be at. Sorry on these. I got to get used to recording. So hook the red up to a power source, which more likely be your battery. Make sure you run a fuse on that wire. Please run a fuse on that wire. So if anything goes bad, you know, the fuse pops and you don't start an electrical fire. And then for your ground wire, 85 ground. And on here, make one end a spade, a male spade, and you want to make another end a female end like this, just to make it easier for you. And on pin 87, on pin 87 is where you would want to have, I believe, double check on Stealth 316 because it's been a while, as I said, since I've done this. Will be the female end. It's pretty self-explanatory when you look at the connection. Like, oh wow, that can only fit in there. So you plug one end on that side. Can I do it with one hand? Fuck yeah. And then the other side, that will be your male spade connection, and you only have one pin left on here. So it'll be pretty obvious which one you do, which would be, what is that, pin 86. Is that 86 or 87? See, you can see how I have it hooked up. Probably can't see the numbers on there though. Ooh, fuck, this phone is pretty damn good, you can. Oh shit. Here you go. Alright, so you can kind of see. To help out those that learn just by like view instead of listening. Hook this one up to the other end of the connection. Push that fucker in there. Alright, whatever. So act like that's connected together. Go back to your car. If it starts, you have a problem somewhere in there. And that's pretty easy to diagnose because you have one wire that goes straight to the solenoid, and you have another wire that goes straight to your ignition switch. So somewhere in there, more than likely on the side that goes to your ignition switch, this end. You see that end right there? More than likely something's wrong with that end. So just trace that wire back, get out your little home meter, your power probe, your analog, whatever, your fluke, whatever you got, check it, and see what's going on. See if you have, you know, I don't know, power. Check it out. All right. Covered that, we covered that. Car is still not starting. What should you do? I guess get a new car. But no, there's some other things that you can do. Those are usually the main culprits. But if you don't hear like your fuel pump turning on as well, which a lot of people with a click no start have that problem, your MFI relay is right here on the right side, on the passenger side. Okay. And ooh, here we go. We even have some schematics down here that I was going to use for this video, but it's really hard to fucking see them. I don't know if you can really see them. This probably does more harm than good. So, I don't know if I'm going to include it or not. But, check your MFI relay. See, make sure it's getting power as well. Okay. So, I think that is it. Those are usually the culprits of the notorious click problems that this platform has. I think I remembered everything. Let me review. Fuses, neutral safety, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think that's just about everything. Hopefully this helped you out. If it didn't, then I don't know. Sorry, I tried to help. You can try to go to those resources for more in-depth information, where it tells you exactly what the range should be. You should be between, like, say, 1 and 2 volts, with the key turned to the on position, and then, like, say, it should drop down to no volts or go up to 5 volts or pulsate, whatever, when it's cranking. You can find that information at stealth316.com. Click under, where should it be, and click the garage link, and then scroll through, and well, if I remember correctly, the information will be there to help you out. Another website that I said was the Supercar Engineering. He should still have his stuff where he shows you how to install the click starter relay, which is what I showed earlier, so you can read through it to get a more in-depth analysis and a more in-depth explanation. If my explanation was too shitty, you can go there and it will help you out further. And I think that's pretty much it. Or you can try 3si.org as well. But you'll probably get a ton of search results if you just click in no start or click no crank problem. So I guess, like I said, I hope this helped you out. If it didn't, whatever, leave a comment. Don't leave a comment. Either way, I don't care. Have a nice day. And keep on wrenching. Ciao.